I know I'm late to the party. I know the movie came out this weekend, but I actually got the chance to watch Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. This will be a non-spoiler review, so hey, if you haven't seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, this is a review for you. Now, let's get on to the movie extravaganza. So I watched Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, I wasn't going to watch this movie, but it was a Tuesday. Movies are cheaper on Tuesday. So I decided, hey, Tom Cruise. I like the Mission Impossible movies. I have them somewhere over there. Like, I have all of them somewhere around there. I don't know exactly. I like the movies. Mission Impossible Fallout, to me, is such a phenomenal film. Not the biggest Mission Impossible fan. I'm also not the biggest Tom Cruise fan, although I think Risky Business and Top Gun is great. I think last year's Top Gun Maverick was phenomenal. But I'm going to say this right now. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning might be my favorite, or not my favorite, but my second favorite movie of the year. Now, it's in competition between Across the Spider-Verse and John Wick Chapter 4. Those movies have that second place spot, all three of those movies. Now, I won't do my ranking till the end of the year, but that's kind of the ballpark around where it is. But yeah, Mission Impossible, that's how high I have it. Because I love John Wick Chapter 4, and I love Spider-Verse. But I love this movie too. And this movie was just great. This movie is so perfect for 2023. I think the villain, the story, everything, just 2023. It's just so perfect to come out right now. But let me get into it. The action is nail-biting. It's thrilling. But most importantly, it's entertaining. I feel like nowadays with the blockbuster era that we're in, I feel like we're kind of oversaturated when it comes to action, superhero type movies. And it's nice to have something unique, and this movie is unique. In a year where Quantumania came out and Fast X came out, two movies that I think are really examples of what movies should not be, this movie came out and was just almost perfect. It was almost perfect. Now, my favorite movie of the year by far, and no movie has come close, by the way, is Guardians Volume 3. Now, it's all subjective. I know people are going to agree, disagree with me. And again, I'm the same guy that when I watched Eternals, I thought it was my favorite MCU movie. Now, my mind's changed. Eternals is maybe top 20. I don't remember. But just take that for as you will, because people say I'm not reliable. I don't know. I don't care. I like this movie. This movie is fun. It's entertaining. And the biggest compliment I can give it is that it's the bullet train of 2023. Now, last year, 2022, my favorite movie of the year was Everything Everywhere All at Once. That movie was just a masterpiece. But on second place, it was Bullet Train. I loved Bullet Train. Bullet Train was a movie I had no hype for. I saw the trailer. I thought it was really good. And I remember it was a day when I was off from work. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go watch Bullet Train. Watched it. Boom, it was so freaking phenomenal. It was one of my favorite movies of the year. To me, it's a peak action film. It's funny, it's entertaining, and to me, Bullet Train is a movie I wish more people went to go see in theaters. Because I feel like I didn't hear anyone talk about Bullet Train until it came out on Netflix. Then that's when I started hearing everyone talk about Bullet Train. And I remember one of my friends being like, have you seen Bullet Train? It's a new movie on Netflix. And I'm like, bro, I have a review from a couple of months ago where I reviewed it the day it came out in theaters, bro. And Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is that movie. A movie I had no hype for. The trailers didn't impress me, but I wasn't going to go watch it until I was like, okay, it's Tuesday. It's cheaper today. I like the Mission Impossible movies. Let me go watch it. And this is a year that's been oversaturated with Part 1 movies. Across the Spider-Verse, phenomenal. But then you got Fast X, bro. And then Dead Reckoning comes in and it's another Part 1 movie. How many Part 1 movies are we going to get this year? But Dead Reckoning did it perfectly. Because the thing about being a Part 1, Part 2 movie is always finish the story. When it comes to part movies, you have individual stories in each movie. Infinity War was its own story, but there's a saga that you don't have to complete. Obviously, that's why it's part movie, so you can complete the saga. But you got to finish the story. Because I'm sorry, people are paying full price for a movie. I'm sorry. And I'm going to say this right now about Fast X. I know I shouldn't be complaining about Fast X. But Fast X is genuinely the movie I wish I didn't go watch this year. And Quantumania too. But Fast X specifically because the movie ends on a cliffhanger that doesn't finish the story. And all I kept thinking was, I wasted 2 hours and 30 minutes of my life watching this. And you couldn't even finish the damn story. But with Dead Reckoning and Across the Spider-Verse, I had the opposite effect. With Dead Reckoning, it was a full story, but the saga's not over. But the thing about the movie is it's also entertaining. It ends the story off well. I like it. The ending makes sense the same way Spider-Verse did. Spider-Verse obviously didn't conclude the saga, but it at least concluded the story that it was telling from the beginning. And I love that. Infinity War and Endgame is such a perfect example. Infinity War is about Thanos getting the stones and the Avengers trying to stop him. The movie ends with Thanos completing his mission, and those 2 hours and 30 minutes felt satisfying. Endgame was a story about Avengers trying to undo and avenge the world and trying to change what happened with Thanos. And that's the story. But the saga was all about Avengers versus Thanos, Infinity Stones. That was the saga. That was a saga, and they had individual stories in each movie that felt satisfying. That's why Infinity War and Endgame is one of the most praised movies of all time. Like, I rarely hear anyone hate on those movies. But then you got Fast X that ends, and it's just kind of out of nowhere. That genuinely, when the credits played, I was thinking, that's it? And to me, I'm sorry, I'm not watching Fast X Part 2. The only way I would is if I was either rich or if people donated money so I could watch it. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry if I'm ranting, but that's because Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning just reminded me of how stupid Fast X was. Because Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning has dumb things, but it makes sense within its own continuity. And the action is actually thrilling, and it gets you. That motorcycle jump scene, bro, that's been hyped up forever since that was actually Tom Cruise doing the dang jump scene. But every action scene outside of that is phenomenal. The third act of this movie is great. And then when the credits roll, sure, the saga's not over. This is a part 1 movie. But at least it was satisfying to where I'm like, okay, this was great. I can't wait to watch the next movie. That's what a part 1 movie should feel like. When I left Spideyverse, I left thinking, oh my god, this was great. I can't wait to go watch the next movie. When I left Infinity War, I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait for the next one. But when I finished watching Fast X, I was like, bro, really? This is it? But overall, phenomenal film, bro. Phenomenal. The action's great. Everything is great about this film. The girl who plays Mantis, this is her best movie I've seen her in. Now, again, I think her name is Palm Clementine. I think that's her name. I don't know her much outside of Guardians. I think she's great as Mantis. She was in the best movie of the year to me so far. Yeah, it's Guardians Volume 3. But man, she's great in this movie. The girl who plays Peggy Carter, I apologize, I'm not a big actress, remember names, but she was great in this movie. Tom Cruise is great. This movie's funny, it's entertaining. And the thing is, this movie's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Never once in this movie was like, I was like, cut out this scene. That's the difference between Spider-Verse and Dead Reckoning, where with Dead Reckoning, I was satisfied. With Spider-Verse, while I think it was a great film, I wasn't as satisfied. So maybe Mission Impossible is my second favorite movie of the year. It's just tied with John Wick Chapter 4. But I don't know. And I feel like this movie is a fresh breath air in a time where we have so many blockbuster movies. Like, a lot of movies are flopping right now. And I feel like a lot of it is because people are so done with the same thing, because it's just like, hey guys, watch our movie because we have these cool action heroes and the world's ending. Like, I mean, Flash's promotion was world's ending. Quantumania was world's ending. Mission Impossible 2 was also world ending. And it's like these movies, when they market it, it's just about, oh hey guys, you want to see hard stakes or difficult stakes? Well, come watch our movie, you know. But people are used to that now. So much so to where no one cares about it. The Flash is about to come out on digital, and because it flopped hard, because the Flash marketing was just basically, guys, we have Michael Keaton's Batman and worlds collide, the world end, and like, people are done with that. People are done with that, you know. And this has been so oversaturated this summer that we're about to get Barbie and Oppenheimer come out the same weekend. The hell. Now, I don't know which one of those movies I'm watching. I'm definitely not watching both, although I would love to, but I do not got the money. I barely could have watched Dead Reckoning. I've literally had to, like, literally last weekend, or I think, no, it was this weekend, actually. Crap, I forgot. One of my friends invited me to go watch Insidious, but I didn't, because I'm like, no, there's too many movies. Now, if this movie had come out, like, a couple of months ago, I would have watched it. But no, I didn't. And that's just where we are now, but Dead Reckoning was just that good. That I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So much so to where I forgot I watched Indiana Jones last week, and okay, that's how good this movie was. And no disrespect to Indiana Jones, that was a good movie, but like, I watched this movie and I watched that movie, and I'm thinking, god damn, I wish what happened was a lot of these movies rescheduled. Maybe put out Indiana Jones a couple of months later, Flash also, so that way you could spread out the market. Why is there so much competition? You know? And the competition causes these movies to flop. So at the end of the day, I don't know what else to tell you. But Dead Reckoning was great. It was phenomenal. Fun. Peak entertainment. The best compliment I can give it is that it's Bullet Train of 2023. I'm not saying it's as good as Bullet Train. I still think Bullet Train is by far the better film. But this movie's entertaining. It's everything. Yada, yada, yada. I'm not even the biggest Mission Impossible fan. Although I think Fallout is one of the best action films of all time. But yeah, it's great. It's phenomenal. I can see why Tom Cruise put so much pressure. I remember back in 2020... there's like a rumored audio clip of Tom Cruise yelling at one of the people during the behind the scenes of this film. I can see why. You know, Tom Cruise really... if there's something that I really respect about Tom Cruise is he really cares about his movies doing well, that he's willing to do anything for this movies. Which, by the way, Dwayne Johnson needs to take pointers. I'm sorry, but while I liked Black Adam, I'm sorry, but if you were really about the fans, you would have done more comic accurate stuff with Black Adam. And also... don't just hype up Black Adam versus Superman when you have Shazam out there in the same universe with two better movies than yours. Just saying, you know, Fury of the Gods is, dang, I forgot it came out this year, but Fury of the Gods to me is the most underrated movie of the year. Anyways, I'm just rambling on. This movie was great. It's phenomenal. If you love Mission Impossible, you're gonna love this movie. If you love action films, you're gonna love this film. I watched it yesterday. It was great. I loved it. Anyway, second favorite movie of the year. That's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching this review. If you like this review, like the button. I'm messing up right now. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you agree, disagree? Have you seen the movie? Have you not? Whatever it is. And also, which movie should I watch? Which review would you prefer? Would you rather me watch Oppenheimer or watch Barbie? Because the reality is I'm probably only going to be able to watch one of those movies. I'm broke right now. Well, I'm not broke, but I can't be spending money. I got bills to pay. I got so much stress right now on me. And honestly, one thing about Dead Reckoning is I was so stressed this weekend. Even though I went on vacation, but I was so stressed coming back. That Dead Reckoning reminded me why I love the movies. To me, I love going to the movies. And to me, it was like a refreshment. It was because movies always feel like escapism. This movie was that, you know. And I don't know. It is what it is. I think I'm probably going to go end up watching Barbie. Because to me right now, I only really want to watch fun movies. I don't want to watch like these deep intellectual movies. Although I do think Oppenheimer by far will be the better film. But I'm probably going to watch Barbie, honestly. But anyways, y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all probably will be... I'm probably going to put a poll to ask you guys which one I should go watch. But I don't know. That's all up to you guys. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this review. I'll see y'all on the next one. Ciao.
Trapping out like a trap, I do this shit for my mama. You believe in me? Do you even see where I'm trying to go? I can't go back home, nah. I've been left alone for so many times. Grabbed on a microphone, now I'm on my grind. So my life as a puzzle, I got a mastermind. But it wasn't easy, but the fact I nearly lost my life. They ain't have faith, so I didn't know belief. I was scared to see, go fell asleep. But now I walk trying to get the map complete. My life's like a game.